You do not. It is. It's dark as fuck in here, dude. It is what it is. All right.
Okay.
You go far in there.
It's a
You go
fancy
far in there,
place.
big man.
So,
Yep.
now what do we got over here? What is this fancy device? It's a box and
The
more
mugs you can
boxes.
either spread out into the castle,
This one's a
or
sphere.
I mean, if you one or two of you want to be in here,
I
just
learned my
chilling,
shapes early on. You don't
sitting
need to
on
be
a
too
couch or
impressed.
something, that would be fun.
I'm very impressed, sir.
All right, what's through here?
Yes, go through there, the stairs, and
Oh,
follow Kyle.
This looks like some
essentially,
prison.
if you wanna
This
do
is
that.
not the place for me. Let's get out of here. Don't want to be anywhere near the types of folk that go down there.
You sound like somebody who's about to slit my throat if I just
There we
don't
go.
like pay attention.
The sanctuary for knowledge, elevating us above those who are beneath us.
Okay.
This is a place for a brilliant mind such as myself. Let's see what we got in here.
All right. So I will be going into the Zenith model, and I'll let you know when we are going to begin.
There's a fucking safe
This
over
front
here.
door doesn't have a teleporter, by the way. That's
Okay,
unfortunate.
Okay. It's a good place to know. Oh, wow, this room is rather large.
Start mingling.
Mingling? They'll come to me. So, William, how's the family doing?
I haven't seen them in quite a while.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah, who knows?
But, you know, we should probably get to know each other a little better. Do you have any siblings? Extended family?
I had one growing up, but they died in a tragic accident, so...
That's a bummer.
Then,
How about something happier? What do you do for fun, William?
training's pretty fun.
Training, okay. A man of discipline. I can admire that. This place is rather large. Of course, nowhere near the size of my estate, but still, one could get themselves lost in here quite easily.
So I am going to be unmuted in both the NPC channel as well as on the world, so that I can give a countdown for everyone.
I guess that's all that's there.
For when we are going to be starting. I feel like this is the most effective way.
Oh, others, stick close.
Indeed.
Yes,
So,
sir.
I'm going to give a 10-second countdown in just about a second. Like, let me know if there's anything, if you need a second, if you need anything else to,
Wow, seems like everybody
like
was
10
in
more
here.
seconds or something like that. Let me know. All right, I'll take that as everyone is ready. All right, so let us go with a
drink.
10,
Somewhere.
9,
Nowhere over here.
8, 7,
I don't know what the
6,
kitchens are.
5,
You'd think the
4,
help would be able to get us
3, 2, 1. You may begin.
Well, somebody should start this party. Go talk to
you
this
could
one.
go for now, sir. Yeah.
They seem like a man of culture. Hello.
Oh, hello there. Apologies, my guard seems to be absent at the moment. A fine day night we're having, yes.
It's hard to find good help. Thankfully, young William here is very good at his job.
Well, it's good to hear that other guards are being more competent than mine. What's your name?
Theo. Yourself?
I'm Leonidas. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Theo and Leo, eh? Okay. I can sense a kinship growing here, of man of style such as myself.
Perhaps.
We are the best dressed here. Got a
Oh, I
common
can't
color
disagree
theme.
with that.
The white and gold, it is
Yes.
quite stylish. I like your
Oh, I
gingerbread.
can't help but notice your. Oh, thank you. I can't help but notice your mechanism playing next to you. Is that a magical focus that you use?
Oh, you know, I don't want to give away my secrets too early, but let's just say it packs a punch.
I see. I packed quite the punch myself, but here to have some people arriving at the doors.
Yes, they don't look quite as elevated as us. One of them is
No,
just
not
wearing
quite.
rags. Oh. Well,
How odd.
I suppose one of us should go up and greet them. Be the polite thing to do. I'll take the burden on myself.
And lack of faith.
That would be a wise.
Meeting yet?
Hello there.
Good, we're on time.
Okay. Yeah, good talking to you. Hello there.
Hi.
Leo Supreme, and you are... Oh, my bad. You're lacking an arm there.
Wow.
There you go. This side. Much better. What's your name?
I'm Z. I'm just here for, guardianship, which I imagine your big friend here is for as
Yes,
well.
William. Quite reliable. It's been with me for quite some time.
I'm gonna guess that you're one of the candidates.
Yes, I am. I assume, looking by me, you could tell. Is this your candidate? Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
No.
Oh,
That is
Pleasure.
actually Zacharias Asclepius. He's the holder of the Dark Heart.
oh, okay. I know you. Good work. Keep it up. And
His uniform's the only bright thing about him.
would that mean this one?
Good one, sir.
Yes.
Yes, them.
Hello, Leo. And you are?
Mew.
Mew. Okay. All right. Well, appreciate your effort, but it was nice meeting you.
Yeah. Like she put any effort.
We'll have to watch out for that one, sir.
I don't think that one's gonna offer any trouble at all. Just
It's
look at
hard to
him.
believe a beast would be chosen as a candidate.
I don't want to judge, but yeah, it's kind of a shame. I was hoping for more of a challenge, really. But, we got the rest of us here. Seem pretty capable.
Ooh, we should go in first so that we can get the best
Like if
seats.
he could put up a challenge.
Hello, I don't believe we've introduced each other. I am Leo Supreme, and you are?
Well,
Exactly.
things will catch up to him eventually.
Thank you. Okay, well, tell me about yourself. Got quite the interesting attire. I mean, it's certainly dramatic.
Is it needed?
I suppose not, but I was just trying to be personable. If you wish not to talk, we don't need to talk. Some people.
A crowd of misfits.
Alright. I'm done here. I think I've had enough. Let's go find some seats.
Yes, sir.
By the way, Kokuma, you are floating on your tippy toes.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he kind of. I'm gonna
Ah,
step to the side.
I see.
here, so all of a sudden, like,
Ah.
ran.
Well, I guess
All
one
right.
way to
Well,
go. Guess we can walk together.
let me hold the door for you since I'm your guardian. Fuck you.
Wow. Quite
with
rude.
the first of you heading into the
William?
meeting hall.
Oh,
with
the
bell
Duffy,
to
sir.
chime,
Thank you, sir.
signifying for you to move.
Well, well, well.
No. I think this is our cue.
Alright, let's find the good seats. I mean, of course, eventually it's gonna be that seat, but for now we'll settle for one of the others.
Of course, sir.
One with a good view. It's easy for the help to get us drinks. Speaking of, where are they?
Must be short-staffed or something.
Really? It's quite disappointing. Alright, well, I guess, are we still mingling? We're gonna get this thing going. I'm excited to hear what we're here about.
Okay, are you fine here?
As I can be.
Cool. I wanna go get some food anyway.
I just noticed that guy has one leg.
Yes, it's quite
That's very odd.
impressive. The way he seems to walk around like normal with only one leg.
I don't know what your number is either. Maybe you should have been paying a bit more attention, yeah?
It seems that he left
It's alright.
his
Possibly has got
You know,
his candidate.
I heard him mention something about food. I know I told you to stay close, but maybe go and follow that one. See if he's able to track down food and drink, and bring me a glass of something nice.
I'll see if I can find anything.
Alright,
Anyway.
appreciate it. Much appreciated. Keep up the good work, William.
Plumage is already quite fun. That is how I was made, after all.
Hello? Oh, talking about my little crystal here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say it's pretty powerful, but I don't want to give away my secrets just yet. You understand how it is being fellow candidates. We got to keep some cards close to our chests. Let's just say this one's a pretty useful tool. I like your hair. The color is very nice. Oh, we're lining up. Okay. Well, I guess William will have to wait.
Yeah, let's get everyone moving up a little bit more so that they can actually get in the hearing range of the Lunara Blessed. Do you think you're all good for your speech? Can you just like put your hand behind you and thumbs up for me, just to make sure? Okay. So you may again begin addressing them whenever you are ready.
There we go.
Hello, my children. It is wonderful to see you on this day. As you undoubtedly know, the times around us are changing. And it is our job to be most prepared for this moment. Now, this is a time where I would like you to speak amongst yourselves. It is a time to speak and gain respect, gain favor. A lot of you, I see, have undergone changes. I think it's good. We need those. In that same vein, I will need to be having a discussion with each and every one of you to discuss further goals and plans so that way we may thrive and survive these trying times.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, talk amongst yourselves, gain favor, as spoken before, and on the moment, I will be speaking with each and every one of you of note in order to fully understand where you are and what lies ahead of you. But beyond that, enjoy yourselves.
All right.
You are dismissed.
Well, let's get this party started.
Wonderful.
All right. I just wanted to come over and apologize if I came off rough. It was not my intention. Of course, we're all fellow candidates here. I'm sure you understand the spirit of the competition.
Indeed, I do.
It is an honor to have you in our presence.
At this point, Ken, you can start walking down the stairs.
So, I guess, good meeting you. And where is my... Do you have a drink?
Yeah, I found the dining room. Here's a
Perfect.
drink, sir.
Thank
I
you.
believe it's some wine.
Okay, let's see.
Here you go.
Good choice, William. Great work as always. And look forward to talking to you soon, Mio.
Please, Leo. Why are you accommodating this feast? There's no need to ask for her favor. Nobody's going to be giving her any kind of favor anytime soon.
There's such a thing as common courtesy. Even if we know what we know, no need to be unkind.
Who would give common courtesy to an animal? That's ridiculous.
I, for one, love my
Clarify
pets.
what
Some
you
of
mean
you-
by that.
Some of you would remember that there is a lounge
Right,
Part of that
I'm
made you call
sorry.
her an animal.
that's also in the
Who
castle.
are you? Are you one of the chosen, perhaps?
No.
Then why would I see any
Don't
reason
believe
to
I've
clarify
conquered
to
that
you what
one.
part of her I see as an animal?
Answer the question, and then I'll tell you why.
Have we introduced each other?
There's no need
I
to
don't
listen
believe
to
we
you.
have. I would
You're
recommend.
just like
Just
her.
kidding.
I remember you quite fondly.
Nothing's like
Yes,
that.
how's that arm treating you?
Oh, then I don't see why you care then.
How's your
I'm
lungs?
going to go and mingle with people that matter.
They're
if
doing
you'll
quite well.
excuse me.
Doing quite well. I had to quit smoking, of course, but
I said, excuse me.
I think of it
I'm
more
sorry,
as a blessing,
is there something
really.
else that you need?
Just as I dislike.
And I've been known to
Boy,
take
you might
people's
want to get
breath away.
close.
If I ever saying this, then
Hopefully
yes,
next
that's
time you
very
won't get
fine.
above the
Yes,
water.
My name is Zacharias of Asclepius, the
We'll
holder
see
of
how
the
it
Dark
goes.
Heart.
Next
That's a
time,
very respectable.
you might not be getting off
Are you the one
Position.
just an
protecting him?
arm. But, no
Right,
need to
it's,
bring up all that here today. It's supposed
I
to
do
be
apologize. I
sort
was
of
not aware of your
mingling and a
position here.
gathering
Allow
of
me
sorts, so
to
maybe
offer my
we'll put it
It's your
behind
presence.
us. Let's shake on new beginnings.
Please excuse him, sir. They're all simply words, if anything else. Nothing to harm.
There we go.
I'll enjoy watching you fall.
Good luck.
That was very mature of you, sir.
Yes, I know. I'm quite the mature. I don't let.
A few of you
this
should
kind
start
bother
spreading
me.
around that there is a lounge that is in a different part of the castle. Might be much more comfortable than just
Where
standing
did you
around
find
here.
this wine?
Cannot find it unless it's the one where
It was
Ken
around the
is.
dining hall.
Maybe
Probably
head
is.
over there for some more
Cool.
drink.
I know exactly where it is. It's a long passage.
Yeah, it's not here. This is the dining room.
So
Lead the
there's
way,
a door
William.
at the top of the stairs to the right.
Yes,
It's hidden
sir.
behind one of
To
the
the right
doors.
after coming out, right?
Yeah. It's up the stairs to the right. It's gonna be in between two flags.
Here you go, sir.
Here
Thank
comes
you,
the tricky
as
part.
always, William.
Remembering where else
Excellent
it is.
service.
This one.
Of course, sir.
Okay. You go in that door up the stairs to the right. There's gonna be another door. Head into that
This
room.
is the dining hall over here, sir.
Over here? Okay, yes. Lead the way. Oh. Now this is more like it.
No,
Oh.
it was locked. How's that?
Even got some
It is quite
music
nice,
player.
don't you think?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I didn't even notice that.
Quite expensive and very rare, so of course we only get the best.
Well, tell me more about yourself, Leo.
Do we
Where
have
do you
an
come from?
area for me to run the meetings?
Ah. Well, I
We
hail
do
gonna
have
from
do the
that.
bedroom.
Hollowwind and
Unless Hex has a different
the
one.
fine city
Yeah,
there.
let's do the bedroom.
How about yourself?
It's
Okay.
on the way to the lounge.
I come from
Gotcha.
a place that isn't quite familiar to you, no doubt. I am a demon after all.
Yes, of course.
Cult
I
leader
could see it.
takes the
Quite nice
cultist to
horns.
the bedroom.
Yes, thank you. I do admire my own physique quite a lot. I do maintain it. You have to be strong if you wish to be a chosen after all.
Yeah, it's understandable, but you also must maintain the mind. I did notice there's quite a fine library here.
I'll stay with them, Kyle. Let's just
Oh,
make sure
that's good
everyone
to hear.
is
Perhaps
in the
you
right
would enjoy
place.
going to such a place. I'm sure there's lots of tomes that you could learn from, yes?
Oh yes, there's actually quite some rare tomes on ancient magic that pique my interest, but I'm sure that's no concern to you. You seem more like the physical type.
Oh, quite. You see, my magic comes from within, so I can simply wave my hand and suddenly my weapons appear to me. That is all I require.
Quite a trick indeed. Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Leave
It's
that
not
we
quite
say
as
that the
flashy, but you
that
saw
we are
my
going to
crystal
be
earlier. I can just
introducing the
vamp it
idea
into existence here.
of the fact that Miu
but
has
Yes,
the
it is quite nice.
It is quite nice. It is
the favor,
actually,
and that's what we're going to be doing
it
during
refreshes
those
me
meetings.
just hanging around. It is quite nice.
Correct.
Whenever
Okay.
I feel a little tired, I just pop that bad boy out and
Repeat that?
rejuvenated, good as new.
So
It's
we
like
were
a
going to be
energy source for
introducing
me.
the fact that that Miu has
I'm
the favor of
pretty good right
Lunera
now.
during these meetings. Correct? These individual meetings.
But I don't have any fancy weapons
yes,
like
that
you.
is quite.
We were under the assumption that she didn't
Oh,
have
I'm
it at
sure your
first,
mind
but
is quite the
unless
weapon.
someone decided to
Yes.
spread rumors
So
about
none
you.
of the none of
Strongest
them know
muscle in the
about that right
body,
now, except for
right here.
Lunera Blessed,
Work it out regularly.
who's obviously going to be keeping an eye on Miu.
Also, guys, it's down the hall. Down the hall.
Seems like we're the
But
only
no.
ones here.
You just take them to the bedroom.
Yeah, he just took them all
Yeah,
to one.
seems,
I see you're
I wonder if they
having
went to a
lounge, sorry.
bedroom to all have a fun time.
They might be in the
forgot.
lounge.
the lounge. Where's the lounge at?
I
I'm
thought
not
this
sure.
was the lounge.
though. No, this is the dining
Although
room.
this does look like a dining
You
as
don't
area.
want to be back in
Mhm.
the
Well,
Well,
it is a good place
not
to
being
lounge,
like-
anyways.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
grab
Oh,
myself.
what the fuck?
What is?
Don't press the red button, guys.
Quite the
Did you
storm.
open a secret lair?
I think I did.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Well,
I have to find it.
can grab a drink.
Yeah,
What I'm
please do.
hearing is press the red
Continue
button.
walking around.
Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, so we have the Lunera Blessed.
Alright.
So do you have somebody in there with you?
Where's the lounge?
Okay, I was just making sure because I was just making sure that you had
That is a good
like a
question.
person or not. All right, so I'm gonna stay with the Lunera Blessed, and like you'll hear me feeding basically what I want to say to him. So don't mind me if you are
Alright,
not a
thank
part of
you,
the
thank you.
conversation. You can begin coming with me, Benny,
All right.
or Ken, I should say.
I believe they
Do you
went
want to
through
do
this
it in
door.
number order?
Thank you. Thank you.
I have all of them.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Alright, that means Zaylee's gonna be up front.
Are we waiting for any other candidates?
Fuck.
Okay,
Sorry.
This is the last one.
Fashionably late,
What?
as always.
you'll get your chance,
number
but
one?
I think this will be very
Thank you.
imperative. Okay, so you'll. Shh.
Did you want to go into a different channel for the conversation, or are you good here?
No, we can be good here. I just think that it's important to like, so that you guys know that how it's progressing right now. So we're gonna give it a minute before you go off and do that.
I'm
I
gonna be
want you
honest.
to start to like
Out of everybody here,
scope out
think
everyone
you and I
that's
have
going on, so you
kind
can
of
start
a
to
similar
begin your
wavelength,
list.
and
Even
I
though
feel
we have
like we
one
complement
out of
each other
character, I
rather
want to
well.
start
You've got
like
the bronze, I've got
give you
the
an excuse and give you
strategy
some
up here.
time in character that
the
can't
others,
come to the same conclusions.
especially that one, and well, her. They just don't quite seem cut up to it.
And not quite. They aren't very noble, are they?
No, really lacking it's a bit of a disappointment, but at least we've got fellow nobility here. I don't know about the small one. It's a little bit of a mystery to me. Have you gotten any information out of her?
She insulted my wear. It is my armor, and she insulted it simply for me trying to lend her a hand.
Some people just don't
Conversations
understand
are all
fashion.
to keep in note.
Yes, I don't think they do.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
I do appreciate your purple highlights.
Thank you. Yes, of course, as you know, purple, the color of royalty. But it's not really why I chose it. I just chose it because it's a great color.
Yes, you may have. You
So
must have
Zaylee
gotten
seems
many
very
accolades. I
standoffish
can't
for
help
the
but
rest
notice
of them.
those
Currently,
awards you
she
have on
has
your
been
chest.
the one that you
Master
are favoring
strategist.
towards the position.
I don't want to brag, but I've led quite the successful raid in my time, armies and whatnot.
That is impressive. I am one who usually stands alone, however. Not many people appreciate my, how should I say?
All right. At this point,
Assets.
you can begin to
Well,
take
it
away
is
Zaylee.
folks
and then
like
we
you
will-
who
we
help
will begin
make the
that.
battle be won. Without you, I'm sure many a battle would have been lost. It takes the strength
yes,
and
I
the
wouldn't
manpower
quite
on the
admit
ground.
that.
Young one, I would like to speak with you.
I'm glad that you can understand that. Not very many people here seem to be able to.
Well, without the forces on the ground, I wouldn't have any of these. Sure, you can have a big brain and master strategies, but it doesn't mean anything if nobody's following and nobody's fighting the war.
Yes.
Instruct
It's always good to have
the
strategy.
guardian to stand
Of course, I
outside.
have quite plenty. I have 2 swords, after all. That's quite good in a melee. They don't expect the other one to come out of nowhere, especially when I can simply summon it.
Yes, that was quite the spectacle. I love your flair. It's dramatic.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do like to pose myself as a hero of the people, so to speak.
Very admirable.
Of course, the
Mainly,
people
this
that matter.
conversation is going to be about the
wasn't going to say
ambition
anything, of course.
becoming a child of Lunaire,
I don't
as
think
well
there's any need
as
to be
giving
polite here.
a little hint
It's
of,
good to tell the
what
truth.
you know that the others do not.
Yeah, truth is very useful, but I find careful wordage can also be, while not necessarily a lie, can gain you quite the advantage. Other people tend to slip knowledge without even knowing it.
Yes, I suppose. That Keeper of the Heart, it's quite the glare on him.
Ah, yes, Mr. Asclepius. Yeah, well, I suppose he deserves it, if anybody, seeing how he is the only one of us so far. But that won't be the case for long. I have my own leads I'm tracking down.
Yes, although I suppose that if I were in his position, I could wield that power just as effectively, if not better. He needs strength, after all.
Yes, and his choice of companionship
What do you want to do
is quite questionable.
as a child of Lunera? You're a beastkin.
Yes.
Maybe we should.
Okay,
I'll bet you
we'll
would
skip
choose
that
her.
then.
I'm actually quite curious how he did obtain the heart. Perhaps some conversation with him could prove very fruitful.
I was unaware that he even had the heart. He's not exactly a name I've heard of before.
Well, when there's only one claimed, you gotta keep your eyes on him. Something about that man is special. That being said, if he doesn't watch his back properly, it could be quite easily taken from him.
I sure think so.
Am I-
Perhaps on our own we have a difficult time mingling with others, but maybe together we could communicate more
Keep it
effectively.
in mind.
Well,
keep in mind what you're about to tell her. Like
Maybe
that's really
let's
it.
go pay Mr.
As
Asclepius
to
a
her
visit,
decision
and
making.
no need to. Let's not beat around the bush. With his position as is, he is probably one of more influence than anybody else here. So if we want somebody's approval, it should be that man there.
I suppose that is true. Very well, you lead the way.
All right. Hello there again, Mr. Asclepius. Enjoying your time here?
Remember, you
About as
haven't
much as I
actually said
enjoy
it.
any other visit anywhere. Though it is nice being closer to the topic of my research.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just a little bit confused. Am I just telling her to make her own decision, or am I supposed to tell her to act of her own will?
I mean, you haven't told her about the favor of Lunera.
Oh.
Drink, fine food.
That's
Oh.
fine.
Have you found the food and
You're
drink
doing
yet?
fine. Just haven't told her about the favor of Lunera.
Okay.
I'm not
Can you tell
very
me what
hungry
specifically
or
I'm
thirsty.
supposed to say for that? I'm not entirely on the same page, I think, maybe.
So,
The favor of
let's
Lunera
just get straight
is
to the point.
basically
You are
the sign
a person
that
of quite some interest.
Lunera has solidified his
Spoken the
choice,
heart of
but that's
darkness.
something
That must have
that
been
you don't really accept
quite
as
a
much.
feat.
Okay.
Yes. Must have been.
I would be quite honored if you would maybe share a little information about how that came to be.
I don't really feel like sharing that story personally.
Touchy subject, I'm sorry, and I understand. But I just wanted to say, very admirable, very impressive. Did you have anything you wanted to bring up, Leo?
Well,
at this point, you're good. Just
it appears to be the
go on to
no-nonsense
the
that
next
for
one,
someone of his stature
which
would
is
be
going to be
such.
Lucius. So that's the
Perhaps
fishkin that I believe that.
I should offer an apology for earlier. A proper one. I was not aware of your position,
Soon,
and I do
please, yes.
apologize for that. But
When you
it
come
would
back in your
be
mugs, come in here.
good
and
for us to be
leave and
acquainted
switch over to
properly.
Resi.
I am Leonidas. It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
I think that's part of the issue, isn't it? You're only being nice to me because of what I hold of power. Makes sense, of course, with how you were brought here, what your upbringing most likely was, and the entire position within this place. Power for you represents respect, which can be a good thing. But when you don't respect someone who holds less power than you,
We do not spend much time.
do you really deserve that power you hold?
Well,
I give respect and dignity to those who deserve my respect, and those, as you mentioned before, with power are deserving of them. Why would I give respect to anyone lesser than I?
Why, indeed. That's not a question I feel comfortable answering for you.
Well, it is not a question that needs answer. Those with power will be the ones worthy of receiving the ultimate blessing, the inheritance.
You're probably right.
And I aim to achieve that goal.
Some things are by title alone, no substance.
I do believe the answer is somewhere in the middle, where respect is definitely something that is earned. It doesn't have to be necessarily one who holds power, though. My William here.
Yeah, we are going to
Quite a fine
make our way
gentleman.
back to the
I respect him through his service.
to the lounge, where he will scope out a little bit more and then decide on Lucius.
His speech is a vicious cycle. Air being below.
Awful quiet. All right, well,
bit of a
I
rough
can tell
start, but
you'll prefer to be
you
on
make
your
do.
own, and I will not make myself a nuisance by intruding on your time any longer. It's, again, an honor to be acquainted with you.
I'm sure it feels that way, yes.
Yes, quite.
You have a good evening. Come guard, follow.
All right. Well, not quite as fruitful as I would hoped, but understandable given the position of power. Might be a little short with others. Where is that small one? Where has she wandered off to?
I saw her
I
walk
need to give
the
a little bit more
Escalon
direction to the NPCs
earlier.
so that we can make sure that they
Seems
keep doing it. Like, keep doing the stuff even
By the Blessed One.
I'm away.
Ah. What an honor. maybe she is worth keeping an eye on after all.
So far, they've been keeping on the same track of mingling and
She's the
making
favorite
alliances together.
All the
of
favorite.
the bunch of you.
We have like a stronger bond
Well,
going on between
appreciate
two
the
of them. Or,
information.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sure,
good.
there's something we can do to change
Oh,
that.
perhaps
All right. So
we should go and have a conversation with the Blessed One, yes?
Yes. I think
Everyone will.
Blessed, you are going to avoid this conversation that they speak of, and go ahead and get Lucius.
Go ahead and
He
track
seems
him down.
alone and ready to be spoken to.
No, I think he's heading somewhere. He appears to be busy.
Talking to that one.
He's speaking with that one, yes. I never even caught that
The
name.
small one.
Yes, this fish, well, there's quite...
I don't think we'd have to worry about them.
Yes, well,
I'm sure the Blessed One will come to see us.
I know I was
They will,
unmuted
I'm
when I
sure,
said that.
sure.
Don't worry about it.
Now, here's
Saving the best for last.
a new face.
Oh, now you're thinking straight, guard.
Hello! I don't believe we've had the pleasure of being introduced to one another. I am Theo.
Rosie.
Rosie, my honor.
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Leonidas.
Would it be improper to call you Lee?
I said the very same.
Well, I prefer the full name Leonidas, please. You may call him Leo, though.
You can call me Theo, don't call me Leo.
But to be fair, your name is a bit of a tongue twister.
Now, well, if that is difficult for you to say, then perhaps Nidus would do better, so that there is less confusion.
Nidus. Now that's a
These
that's a
long
strong
names kind of make me think you're overcompensating something. You know?
Overcompensating. I am only compensating that which I already have. My strength is quite formidable, you know.
Right. I'd take your word for it, but
I'm sure someone of your stature is quite competent in the things that you do, yes?
not. But we'll pretend.
What kind of things
I
do
mean,
you do?
you're already pretending enough, right?
Oh, spicy.
I do.
Yes.
I, at the moment, don't believe I have enough confidence to say.
Well, I mean, you've made it here, so at least a little bit of confidence is earned.
Suppose. You?
Well, I myself, I am a strategist, hence the awards here. Use my brain. Well, you know, quite a powerful tool. Also admire those who use their body for physical activities. Where do you fall in on the mix? Are you more of a brawn or a brain?
I'd say you're a center.
Center, very level, very mean. Okay, admirable. Where do you hail from?
Okay. That is a loaded question.
Is it?
Yes, well, few of us are from places left best unspoken of, after all.
I suppose. I'd like to get to know the people around me, but understandable if you wish not to mention it.
Very good. Alright, so that's a +1 to the fuck you, me, you train.
Alright. William, could you get me another drink? Feeling rather parched.
Just,
Thank you.
Alright,
You know,
if you're ready
if you
to,
are
just need to make sure.
lacking in confidence, perhaps your confidence can be
second.
placed well elsewhere, perhaps in myself.
Stretch. Do some push-ups.
Are you trying to put yourself on to better?
Well, that is quite a statement, but I'm afraid not. It's good to have confidence from others, especially in one's own strength.
So,
I'm
our
sure
number
that your
3 is going to
strength
be
quite
Leonidas.
adequate. I would ask only that you
So
place
that
your
is
confidence in
the
myself
asshole
and the,
blondie.
Time
with
to
the
come.
tail and horns. So you're going to be watching them for a second.
Oh, looks like one of us is
Listen
being
to
eyed
that.
up.
Silence.
Not a fan of silence.
What was that? Yes.
Obviously.
The tension has gotten a bit stiff.
Very evident.
I don't believe I got your name earlier. Would you
Grouping
mind
is
informing me? I am
Here you go, sir.
Leonidas.
Some more wine for you.
Very ominous.
Yes, thank you.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Lucius.
I should have asked. Would you like a drink?
They all migrated
Yes,
together.
he seems to be a little busy at the
I
moment,
don't
but
know
I'm
how
sure
this
I'd
happened,
be
but
happy
at
to
least they're not
accommodate any
backing me, right?
thing that you may be wondering
more
about.
for me, I suppose.
Leonidas, the Blessed catches your eye from the corner of it.
I don't have many questions.
I'm sorry,
Both
excuse me.
self-evident to me.
I have something I must attend to. Hello, blessed one. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Leonidas.
Well, it
Yes,
seems
I
like
know well of you.
it's Leo's
As a matter
turn
of fact,
now.
I would enjoy a conversation with you. You know?
Oh, I would
I have a
appreciate
feeling
that
girl
as
will run
well.
on
Lead
again
the
and
way,
again and
please.
again.
Yes. Well, how was
Feel
your
sorry for his ears.
how was your encounter? I saw you were pulled aside for a talk.
Well,
Yes. I'm sure it did.
no fatter part of it. No triads or endless conversation. His time is important.
Yes. One quiet as himself. I'm sure he has many things to attend to, but there's no need to dispose of conversation and the art of.
One could say that mud painting is an art. Be careful what you put your time into.
Beats recently changed. Sorry.
Yes, well, I suppose you have a point there. Well, so I would imagine you're not going to be very good mud painting with that arm.
I suppose not. But these arms are meant for more than just painting.
Yes, sure. Like taking out the trash, I understand.
You can say that.
Alright, well, I think I'm done with this conversation.
You know what? He's boasting. Let him show it.
Consider me shocked.
Let's go over here. Maybe find myself a...
Not nearly.
Hey, where is this place at?
Between a rock and a hard place. So how is your time here going so far?
It's fine.
Very good. Very nice to hear. Again, very admirable of somebody like yourself to show up here. I'm assuming things are going well for you.
Indeed.
Good. Glad to hear it.
That one thing.
Would you care for a drink? I could have William fetch one.
I am good.
Nobody here values a good
I
drink.
can fetch my own.
I didn't appear to see you for the ceremony.
Well, William doesn't mind. Do you, William?
If you want me to do so, then I will go get a drink for her.
I think the lady's fine.
Thank you for the offer, but I
Mm-hmm.
would not.
All right. Well, I can tell when a well is dry, and I will make myself sparse. Oh.
Choose the wards instead of burdening some with them.
Still even worth attempting, sir. Don't bother with her.
Yes, well, I was hoping, at the very least, to get her, as little as it may be worth, get her support, but honestly, it seems like most people here, they just lack this art of conversation. Now,
Yes, it's strange that she's garnered the support of someone like Asclepius.
Yes, and that alone is why I bothered to give her the time of day, because if he sees something in her as much as I cannot imagine what it is, I figure it might be worth at least hedging my bets a little.
You see something in the filth?
Well, I mean, ever heard of the expression diamond in the rough? Well, that's certainly rough. Though whether or not...
all I see is a beast,
Yes. Well, whether or not she's a diamond, I highly doubt it, but you never know. And plus, if everybody else is being openly hostile towards her, and I'm the only one offering at least a hand of friendship, then I feel like that just puts her in my pocket if things come later.
Yes, I understand, sir.
Having a valuable
Very
tool
good.
that Asclepius himself prizes puts me closer to Asclepius.
You can deal with him.
Good thinking,
No,
sir.
I mean you.
Alright. Where is that small cat girl? I haven't seen her around. Oh well. Hello again, Rosie.
If you do not mind, what are the stories behind battles?
Oh, well, yes. I am, as I mentioned, I am a strategist and a war general. So, I've overseen many successful battles and strategized with minimum casualties on my end. I don't want to brag too much, but, well, one of the brightest minds at Hollowwind have been claimed.
Is there any specific stories to them, or is it just that general?
Oh, well, they all have their own special stories. I don't want to bore you with them, but let's just say this one I've got from routing a very pesky group of rebels off of our borders. This one is from keeping back intruding demons as well. It's mostly just fending off and protecting our borders and helping to keep our areas pure, as they should be. But how about yourself? I know you mentioned you don't have much confidence in your abilities, but surely you can enlighten me a little bit.
My abilities don't really suit the stature that you seem to be going for.
There we go.
Nonsense. The fact that you are here means that you are worthy at least a little.
Take a moment, arch your back, stretch your legs.
You mentioned you were
No,
looking
I
for
mean it's
someone?
pretty good. I mean it's starting to lead towards we are going to have to
woman,
take him aside. We're
cat
gonna have
ears,
to
I
take
believe, or fox ears, or some type. I'm not really good at distinguishing.
the wielder of the
but
Dark Heart
I saw her
aside and distract him while
I
our
didn't get
pawns do
much
the dirty
information
work.
from her.
But it seems good.
I figured it's good to talk to everybody.
All right. So
She'll be back soon.
while that is forming and it's starting to go through everyone's minds, let's start making our way towards Theo. Theo is the other arrogant one who we might want to befriend.
Looks like Nidus is back.
The beast over there.
Oh, what a joy.
Chosen, as I like to think.
Yes, he can come off as quite brash sometimes.
Chosen of us to be here.
Again. Behind you. Go in this direction.
He's approaching this way. I'm afraid our conversation might be cut a little short if my prediction is correct.
That's perfectly fine.
You may nod at him to give him an indication.
As I figured, this is my time. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I hope you will consider potentially throwing your support my way. Hello. Is it finally time?
Yes. It is indeed.
Wonderful.
Right this way.
Shall I accompany you, Theo, sir?
Is it alright if William accompanies us, or should he stay out here?
Yes, he may stand outside of the door and guard it. Make sure no one interrupts us during our conversation.
Keep an ear out for any useful bits of information that I could use.
Oh, stay with Miu. Start to give her like a little indication, like she hears whispers and like laughing and stuff like that going from it. I think that would be very interesting, especially since we're building up towards
Of
this
course, after
towards
you,
this
let me get the door for you.
idea
Hmm.
of throwing her out.
This is quite the nice chamber.
Yeah,
Yes.
that she's recently changed.
Now, Theo,
Yes.
tell me, what of your ambition as a child of Lunara?
What of my ambition? Well, I believe it is the ambition of all of us here. Well, the reason why we are all here is to be chosen, and one day, hopefully, to gain a heart myself would be ideal. I have my own leads I'm chasing down right now, currently, but that's I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, as the phrase goes. I'd rather be careful with my words. I don't want to make promises, but just something is coming, something big.
Yes, it is interesting that you say that. Now, do you believe that all of you should be here, as you stated moments ago?
Well, I'm not one to judge who has been chosen. Sure, there are some here I find not quite up to standards, but again, I'm not the mind who selected them, and I do not presume to know entirely why they're chosen.
Interesting. Who is it that you question should belong here or shouldn't?
Off the record, Lucy, the small fish one, that one rubs me the wrong way. And I've had our own run-ins in the past, and to say, not very regal, not very noble, not the type you would want to be in a position of power.
Very interesting. I hadn't come to that conclusion yet. I have my own interest, you understand.
Of course, of course.
I believe the small lamb one, whatever that thing is, I believe she shouldn't belong here.
Well, I can understand that assumption, and I am myself tempted to agree, but at the same time, the Heart of Darkness seems to have a liking to her, and, well, that lends the smallest bit of interest on my part.
What does he think has more favor, the Heart of Darkness or the voice of Lunara?
No, that is interesting. Who do you think has more favor? The Heart of Darkness? Or the voice of Lunara?
Well, the answer is obviously the voice of Lunara. As a strategist, I don't like to put everything in one basket. I like to have multiple potential outcomes planned out. Sure, I don't think she belongs necessarily, but it's just worth keeping an eye on. As I said, I am tempted to agree with your assertion that the one like her, not quite suited to be here.
Interesting. And in your analyzing, were you able to come to the conclusion that she may be more favored than yourself? Is that an outcome that you can live with?
Oh, that would be quite the disappointment. That would really be unfortunate. Not something I'd look forward to.
Interesting.
If that was.
And as a strategian, as you put it, wouldn't you say it might be better to remove that possible outcome by speaking with her and making her feel unwelcome enough to leave? Obviously, I'm not suggesting you harm her. No.
Yes, no, of course not.
I'm merely saying a conversation to let her let it be known that she cannot or should not continue in these endeavors. Wouldn't you agree that that might be the best strategy for you?
I certainly agree. One like her is more suited to throwing their support behind someone else rather than any kind of leadership or favor. The only reason I would want her around personally is to gain access to the Heart of Darkness, but again, as mentioned, of course you would have more favor yourself. So if it's between those two options, I would gladly throw my hat in with you.
Understandably so. But with this conversation, I leave you to choose your own strategy, as I'm sure you'd put it. Continue on.
Thank you. It's been an honor. William!
Real pog shit. Good job. Alright. So we've got one more. Muggs, if you want us to like
wine on hand.
Just specifically go for like the idea of like skip the ambition part, just let me know and I will.
Rather well. There were some possibilities hinted at that.
I just need a couple minutes.
She is being number 5.
But let's just say things have gotten interesting.
What is your opinion?
Which
I
is
have heard
named Rosie.
something that was quite interesting as well. I think you may have heard it as well in your conversation.
What did you hear? Let's
Like I
move,
said, we
let's
can
move
skip
to
the
side.
ambition part. We just need to hammer down the last nails. After this, by the way,
It was something about that Miu person being chosen by Lunaris, apparently.
Oh,
potentially.
That was not what I heard, but I had
curious to see where this goes.
speculation. Maybe I should go have another
But
conversation.
I don't think it's confirmed or anything. But apparently the other candidates were told that by the Blessed One.
Okay, well, that's not quite what he told me, but I will have to go figure this out for myself. Hello again. Heart of Darkness.
Huh.
I just had a very interesting conversation. The voice of Lunara. I will put it out there as I'm not as against you as the rest seem to be, but the voice, there seems to be some kind of grudge, and they do not like you being here.
I couldn't have told.
I get it.
I couldn't have seen.
Yes, I suppose it is rather apparent by the way people act. Of course, I myself do not try to be so uncouth as the others over there, but
Surely.
the fact is,
Whose
it
turn
has me
it
curious.
is?
If the Heart of Darkness favors you, and it's apparently the voice of Lunara seems a bit concerned about you, so why go out of the way to ensure that people are rude to you unless there's some kind of fear there, which has me curious. There's something about you, isn't there? Something you're not telling everybody.
Bugs, just nod if you want us to skip that part, the ambition part.
I see. Playing coy. That's fine.
Okay.
Just want you
We'll
to
skip the
know,
ambition part.
I'm not as against anything as
Keep that
those
in mind.
ones might be.
We'll just go directly into it.
Especially that one.
This is our last nail in the coffin, by the way, guys. So at that point, we are going to have Benny
I'm
and
just hoping to have
and some of you
amicable
guys start to
relationship
formulate your plans
going
to how
forward.
you're going to do it, whether it
Both of
be
you.
the suggestion that was already given or by the Blessed taking him away for about a moment.
It's always a great talk, and Heart of Darkness, pleasure, as always.
You can see I'm carrying an entire tray of like wine glasses.
Oh,
care to have one?
Well, don't mind if I do. Thank you, Nidus.
Oh, yes. I am going to be handing these things out to the others. I sure hope I don't accidentally spill any of that on an unfortunate individual.
That would be quite unfortunate. Terrible accident, truly. I don't imagine they have a spare set of clothes.
Yes, that would be unfortunate.
Wish you luck with your endeavors.
Could I ask you but a single favor, however? Could you go and speak with the Wielder of the Heart for me? Just for a bit. Like, perhaps you could convince him to join you in another room.
I suppose, although I was just over there and coming back this soon might appear desperate.
Well, you are good with tomes, and he is perhaps a learned one. Perhaps you could convince him to join you in the library for some research purposes.
Good points. That's a
like I said, I am not without my own wit.
No, yes, I see that now. Very, very astute. All right, I'll see what I can do. Although, as we know, he is
all right.
Quite the
okay.
Grumpy
At this point,
Gus.
so spreading around the rumors should be something that's been very apparent about the possibility of Miyu gaining the favor of Lunera. And at this point, we are going to start working towards the next part, which is going to be distracting.
One who appreciates a good
distracting
tome of knowledge.
Garg's
Is
character until
yes,
she is pushed to the edge.
Have you explored the library here?
With that, the Lunera
not had
Blessed
the chance,
can start
no.
walking up and
Why don't I
heading
show you
back
the way
to where that
library?
area
It's
is,
got some
and
fine
we'll
knowledge
finally decide what method
I was
we
in
are
there
going to be
earlier, and
using
it's
for that.
Quite surprising the collection they have. Lots of literature that's not normally accessible, if you understand what I mean.
You have me intrigued.
Do you have free time right now?
Sure. Keep doing your thing, Mia.
All right.
All will notice that the Blessed has returned.
Back shortly, I'm sure.
Just as a quick note, if this is anything dubious, not that I would assume it would be, but just in case.
Well,
it won't go very well.
Concerned, I don't plan anything dubious. I actually am one who quite appreciates the good tome of knowledge. We were in there earlier. William can attest to that. And some quite unique materials in there.
No, you can stay back a little bit for now. Just watch.
Although I wouldn't put anything past the others.
Been going for quite some time now.
Well, I return here and there's been some sort of incident.
Well then, would this make you feel better? William, could you be a dear and keep an eye on Emil? Make sure that nothing untoward happens.
Blessed, you could start walking up now, actually. I think I have a good idea for this.
Does that put your mind?
Make sure you tell them that you're doing it, yes, a little bit. Not that I necessarily trust the god either, but at least I understand
Get between them and ask what is going on here.
Communication there.
All right. Now, just to find our way back. Of course, there's all these books, but they keep the boring stuff out here. I believe it's this way. I remember it by the entrance. Now, which way was it? It's so easy to get turned around in here. Possibly this way. this looks familiar. I believe if we just go down this way, we should find ourselves at the library.
Stay with her. And to be affectionate in a way. Ask how she's doing and such.
Aha! I knew I could get us here. Have you ever seen something so beautiful as all this knowledge laid out?
It is something special, that's for sure.
Well, it is founded.
I even have heard rumor of that they lock up some especially good materials. Unfortunately, I don't have access to it, but I could show you where they are, just in case something piques your curiosity.
She's not welcome here.
If I remember correctly. Of course, I always remember correctly. Aha! We found it. Doesn't it get your mind racing for what could be in here? Why go through all the trouble of locking it up?
Literally anything.
I've heard it's good books, but I mean, they already have the fine stuff on the shelves here, so what is so good that they have to lock it up behind this door? Gets the mind racing.
Mistake.
Are there any topics of research that you find yourself especially drawn to?
Especially drawn to, it's the same thing it's always been. Lunara, the moon,
of course.
Stars.
Make it closer, be more intimidating.
Pillars.
Ah, yes, the pillars. One day, I hope to be in a position very similar to yourself. I have my leads.
Our job to correct them.
You have your leads.
They seem very promising. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, it's a wide library. I don't want to... I know research is best done alone in silence, but maybe we can look around. Oh, yeah, maybe if we can figure out a way in there, we could certainly...
Your stain will last much longer.
It does pique
I
curiosity.
think I'll just ask and see if they let me have access.
It's as good a choice as any.
I'm looking for specific books anyway.
Yeah. Well,
you still serve a purpose.
I'm sure.
But not one that is
gonna find them
here.
anywhere. You find them in here.
Yes. Specific books on There was
You
a
should
thing that we
leave.
fought a crystal monster.
A crystal monster, you say?
They exploded on... Yes, they exploded on the Mayas and
What
left
do you
a
think?
nasty reminder behind that several people are afflicted by.
Is the
Still
voices
searching for details on that. I wonder if that would be in here. I
call you
suppose I'll have
names?
to ask.
Yeah, well, that does sound quite curious.
The hatred in the air.
Tell me more about these monsters. What kind of affliction did they leave
The
behind?
obvious decision.
They left behind
It's just to
embedded
live
crystals within
and
the body that, even when removed, continue to cause a sort of debilitating effect. For the weak-bodied, major exhaustion and among other nasty attributes would occur.
Sounds like quite the nasty surprise.
Indeed, and small people. Just hoping to help them out the best I can.
Yes, I wonder where
Not tell me
these
of
things
my own
might
faith.
come from. Crystal monsters. I feel like I have heard something on that, but
I am his
just can't
voice.
remember right now.
Bipedal, walked on two legs.
You are but a lost lamb.
Two arms.
Now you've piqued my
Humanoid in
curiosity.
shape,
Humanoid in shape.
Way too deep in this.
but still very just vaguely human. Just the right level of proportions, maybe longer arms.
Why don't you just signal the guard to come closer?
These pieces that are embedded after death, do they seem to grow?
Eventually, you will just be surrounding him.
100% certain.
Or surrounding her.
It sounds like they're feeding off of whoever they afflict.
Let her know that this is her
Now,
last chance.
I'm just a
Leave
speculation, but parasitic behavior, when crystals grow, maybe it's some type of reproduction mechanism.
You not, we will take that favor from you
Maybe.
by force.
I believe it feeds off of bodies. The mana or key. Energy.
Feeds off of a person's energy. Now that is quite something. I'm gonna look into this myself. You've piqued my curiosity. I'm sure a good night in here is just what I need.
Yes.
Guard.
I'm not sure if we're going to be staying the night or not. If we are, then I'll make sure I get things sooner than later.
Escort her out, please.
Yes, I wonder if we can track down one of the staff here to see if maybe they know where these books might be. After you, we can hunt them down, see what they've got.
Allow him to
Possibly.
make him remind him of your position versus Asclepius, please.
Let's head back for now. Make sure Miyu isn't getting too in over the head.
Yes, it's quite the feisty room in there. Poor Miyu seems everybody.
He does not need to know of this.
All I'm saying is I hope they don't get too badly
Beneath me, even.
on her bad side.
Oh. So there is something to her.
Now, take her out.
She's able to defend herself very, very easily.
I knew I was right. Now. Hello!
Hello?
I wish to speak to you in a moment, but I will finish up my
You have a
conversation
friend
with the
coming.
Heart of Darkness.
I will join you two.
Alright.
Her friend
Yes.
coming? Yeah, let's get her the fuck out of here, dude.
William? I don't see William around.
And there she goes.
Ah, Theo.
Hello!
I wish to speak with you.
Over
here.
One
All right,
moment.
you will go speak with Asclepius.
Very well.
But yes, you did notice the symbol of the favor. Oh, he's over there.
William.
Fuck.
Farewell, Asclepius.
What happened?
That's what I meant by
going on?
friend.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, she's being escorted
Let
out
him right
at the
to-
request of the Blessed One.
The Blessed One
What
herself
happened?
making a play this obvious.
She's overstayed her
They seem to
welcome.
have a conversation, and this is the will of the Blessed One.
Where is the Blessed One?
Seems rather desperate to be this ploy.
He was over in that corner of the room earlier. Over there. I'm not sure where he is right now, though.
Would you please just wait a moment before finishing the escort out for me to go have a conversation?
I don't see why we shouldn't be able to wait.
Our orders were clear.
Oh.
You're still going to be
They wish
escorting
to
around.
halt the
I'm just going to
escort
have a
out.
conversation as,
He must be very scared of you.
to him.
I wonder why.
I wonder why myself.
He says he speaks for Lunara. I doubt that.
You know what, Kara? It would be funny if you just said, you know, I know we said that we were gonna wait, but let's not.
Well, I'd hate to go
Our
against the
orders
Blessed
are
One.
clear. The Blessed One told us to escort us outside.
Push forward.
I'm not one to stand in the way of the Blessed One, but maybe I can accompany. I know the Heart of Darkness would be rather unhappy if anything were to happen to you.
Blasphemous God.
Blasphemy.
I'll stay with Lunar Blessed and Garg. I will stay with them, as this will start to lead into the other map thing that we were doing.
Books everywhere.
Continue.
Move forth.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, quite a lot of books here. I was showing the Heart of Darkness, the library.
Indeed.
Seemed interested.
He is a person besides just the Heart of Darkness.
I'd have referred to him as the title out of respect, of course. I know Asclepius is a powerful one. It's one of power. It's a title of respect, though.
Wait.
And yet I've been able to talk to him just fine without having to pander.
I just feel if people earn titles, they should be referred to their titles, but you have a closer relationship.
Such as... Titles, egotistical.
Well, you're not wrong, I'm sure. They do lead
I think it's down the stairs.
Well.
Oh, no, it is here. Okay, thank God.
That's okay.
As you know, sir, bewildered beasts will congregate.
Do not follow her outside. I believe she'll have to respawn to go outside, but it is what it is. I'll let her know as soon as she gets to the door, and you'll basically be standing on the inside. So there will come a part where I have to leave, and I will be going with her to the other map.
I'm not against
You have to respawn.
The Blessed One will be here shortly. You can bring her back inside. Just walked out the door.
William, could you go get her?
I will.
No reason to make us sit outside. Already at the door.
It's quite an awkward turn of events. Didn't think...
Isn't it?
B used something so aggressive and obviously tips his hand, but oh well. I'll just have to rethink my previous thoughts on him.
Members among his ranks have their reasons, sir.
At this point, I should
I'm
probably
sure.
just mingle and be proud
I'm sure
of myself,
he
I
has
guess.
great reasons. It's just
I thought you
doing
were about to
something so
talk with
forward.
Miyu.
That's just
I thought-
it can
I
give
thought
off
she
the wrong
left.
impression.
Yeah,
Well,
I thought
apparently she was told to
What
come back
exactly
in,
are you referring
and
to?
so that she could talk to the Blessed One once again. I don't know if
saying
you
kicking
don't
her
know
out
about
like
this,
this
then
No, Garg had
proves
asked for him to speak to me one more
that
time.
He has deep
And,
concern in his words.
Blessed
but
said, "I will
truly,
attempt."
if you did not think somebody a threat,
fair.
you would not kick him out.
I just
Such a
keep him in
fancy
the
manner.
foyer, like the staircase room.
At least that's how it appears. I'm
Well,
sure.
near the
this is
entrance.
methods.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
I wasn't
once
going
you guys
to step in, but
finish
now
up your
I have
dialogue,
to.
then everyone else can move towards the hallway with the
Well, I
libraries.
had
and
to already. I've already
all
done it.
players are towards that area.
Good work, William.
Okay.
We'll wait
Yeah,
for
we could
the
start
next
migrating over there so that we could start like
At some point he'll
absolutely
be
shitting
there.
on her to leave.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point, that's what we're gonna have to do.
And it would be very
about spook
performative, right? If I
wine, that
do
would
end up
cause
listening
this?
to her, it's just purely
No.
just to
One of the
say I
kids
did it, I
think it's
guess.
funny to dump a whole plate of
It would just
wine
being like
on me.
reaffirming what you've already said and
That is a shame.
like
And your
showing how
retaliation
her
was-
arrogance and
to take
inability to accept the situation is exactly the
Well, you
reason
can
why
get
she should
that.
leave.
Hmm. And what about the mark that she showed? Am I doing anything about that?
Interesting.
You
What
simply
candidate
say
was it?
that is a mistake, is a mockery to everything that we have worked towards.
easily able to
Okay,
Events have
gotcha.
certainly turned out interesting. I did not expect this when I came here today.
Yeah,
I got a bit
we are
about
right at the
talking to by the
entrance.
Blessed myself.
Oh, really? Well, that's quite
yes.
special.
He wanted me to escort Miyu.
I like how
And
the
I said
guard is
that-
just fangirling about it.
Are you prideful of that?
I'm not prideful. I was kind of nervous.
Interesting.
It's quite an honor.
Also, anyone who does look at her hand, her right hand specifically, will notice that she has the
I think he was
moon
kind of
symbol, which is
upset with me,
referred to as the favor lunara. Honestly, it'll just make you guys mad at her. Like,
I'm going to step to the side.
I think she plans on using that as like a symbol of, haha, look at this, I'm better than you, and as a good thing. But it's really just like not going to work towards her favor, especially with what's been happening recently. All of your conversations will come back into your mind, especially the ones where you have to consider that someone who has not been born for this position may potentially have more favor than you, who has spent your entire life working towards this.
Now, part of me wants to go over there and watch, but another part fears that I might be overstepping.
I believe so. That's just the way it's, I'd say.
Of course, I am a candidate, so I should be able to go where I please.
I was like
What do
wondering
you
why
think
you
is
guys
right,
were just
sir?
going over there. I guess you didn't know that she was recalibrating. That's fair.
Last one, I believe I've been told as well that what spiked this turn of events was another candidate dumping wine across me, which is why they're covered in it.
That had nothing to do with this situation.
That had nothing to do with the situation.
Did it not?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Then I expected you to have some interesting words here while I go do my own investigation, if that's all right. Blessed one.
I have my own conversations to do with you.
Right. Then I'll do
Your choice of words let him rule through, sir.
He is the heart of darkness. He can be followed, but he is not restricted to any areas.
Lucy's here.
He's not restricted to any area.
Of course.
How about this? Continue what you're doing. Keep an eye on her. Information is power, and I feel like this would be very good training for you.
Things you had something to show me.
I want to see what the heart of darkness gets up to, but you keep an eye here. Find me if something extra juicy happens.
Is that so?
Very well, sir.
It is.
Her arrogance is gonna piss you off a little bit. Don't let it show too much, but just keep it in mind.
Yes, I have other things to see too.
And what is it that you wanted to show?
Now, how do I?
I've had to know you a long time.
Hello.
Yes, and?
We have a similar position, and we have to uphold a similar location. That's why we came here together.
I see.
When you hold a similar location,
Quite the
you have to
drama
share a certain
unfolding.
amount of trust with someone. And I trust that Miyu wouldn't lie. So...
He speaks to further our goals.
I'm
I
asking
wouldn't
you
be so
again to tell
certain
me
of
what
that.
happened.
I have spoken nothing but the truth. After all, I am the most likely to be chosen as the heir of Lunara, their
Is
child.
that right?
I have proven
What makes you
myself
say
above all
that?
others. I have gained favor with the
In favor.
Blessed One. Yes, I've gained quite a bit of favor. I
Please
just believe
repeat
that I
yourself.
am going to be
That would be
chosen.
his downfall.
Well,
Yes,
it
why would
is.
I lie if my victory
You
is
will
assured?
say that he speaks to further his will towards the
Subtlety
end result that
is
we
key.
are all desiring.
A light touch. Unfortunately.
Besides, there's no reason to bother with
The
her
eternal night.
anyways. She was never going to be chosen. I would have no reason to do anything to her. That is what you are assuming.
Have you spoken with them?
With who?
Ah, the mistake.
Nara.
No, I have
See,
not.
this is the very thing that we
I
were
assume that
saying
the
we
Blessed
would
One was
remove
the one that is
if you had
spoken
not
by
leave.
Lunara, but I'm certain that when my time comes, Lunara will favor me and I will hear their voice.
You deserve nothing.
I would not say that. After all, I did not gain all of this favor and might without work. Or putting in the
You've
effort.
been given opportunity time and time again,
What have you done for work? All you have effort
yet you
put
still
into.
sit here,
I have
You were
won
born
many
for
battles.
this like the rest.
arrogant,
Well, of course. I am a demon
embarrassing
after
yourselves
all, as you like to point out.
in front of those who have raised you.
I've had to fight many of my own kind due to their inability to think. I've had to deal with many animals. And I'm surrounded by many animals all the time. It's best to put animals in their place.
We raised you to be
And I do
obedient.
so with my own strength and no one else's.
Get closer.
I have earned quite many accolades in my battles. I do not need anyone, even the Heart of Darkness, the one that wields it, to question my deservingness of
Would you like to go
grandeur
back?
and the blessing of
This one
Lunara.
makes too many enemies.
Back to everything that made you the way you were.
I think his presence is enough.
Oh,
We can
I
very
make
well
many
send you
enemies. I've always had many enemies, and I have conquered them all.
All of the pain,
I have no trouble with conquering any of you, especially when I gain the
Suffering.
blessing of Lunara, if the time comes.
everything you can live again.
But I think I've made my point. I'm going.
Big on.
Very well.
When did you bring that?
What do you
Take her
mean?
hand and throw
It's
her out
always
the
been
door,
here.
please.
Yeah?
Yes.
Kind of.
It's just not always visible, but it's always there.
I think he cried.
He may have, yes. Yes.
I was
He just said
gonna-
he was so
Last
Do
words
not be
were,
gentle
I'm
with
gonna
her.
go.
Actually, just like start dragging her across the floor.
He stormed out. Well,
That's one. If you want to say you did it beforehand, go for it.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
I was thinking you were going to. I was ready. I was like, hey, if he dies, he dies. I ain't gonna say nothing.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I was going to. It's fine.
She's currently being dragged out.
All right, you'll have to respawn and
Seems
go with
she's
her to
currently
out the
being
door.
Removed from the premise, just so you're aware.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Thank you, William.
Mm-hmm.
To the door.
It was
Well-
rather forceful as well. She was being dragged across
To
the
the
floor.
door.
Again, some people just don't know subtlety. I would have expected more from, well, anyways. It just shows the wrong idea is what I think.
All right, you'll be grabbing her by the right hand. Or you weren't supposed to go back in.
Maybe we should take a look just to see, just in case something interesting happens.
You know what, Ken? You can come out too. Respawn and then come to the door. You'll give a final last words as she'll be bleeding out. This is what we this is what she chose.
witnessed quite the spectacle.
Oh, is that so, Lucy? What did we miss?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That is why I asked.
I have a feeling
As we
that
said
the lamb
before,
may be going back to its flock.
take her hand. So you're going to stop her in front of this symbol?
That's rather unfortunate, but we'll see. I have my suspicions
You know
on
what's
something.
really interesting?
They're on her knees.
How many of you had other candidates killed?
Right hand up.
Directly.
Directly, no. Not necessarily. But how many of you willingly chose to have other candidates die to secure your places as better chances of...
Now it's time for your sword.
This? You don't have to answer. It doesn't really matter to me. But I feel like almost all of you...
Then you'll give the final order?
if given that opportunity, would have said yes.
I feel like that
And I
removes
think
some
that's
of the
what
challenge.
makes you... Well... You're not here for challenge, are you? You're here to win.
What good is
This
a
is a
victory
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
without
This isn't some contest.
I suppose each have their own opinion on it. I'm sure this one would do it without hesitation. Isn't that right, Lucy?
My power cut out. I'm coming back. Some more
It's cool, it's cool.
Tried to take me out. Didn't work, though.
Everything came back in spades.
Well, the guards will start to go back inside.
Yeah,
You'll find where Garg is, Kyle, if you can. Ken, you are going to go up to her.
You have so much faith in this meal. I'm sure it's well placed, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
Just say that this is what we gave
I don't wish
for
to
disobedience.
speak out of my place.
Remember
within
this lesson.
Castle, but
Now you can walk off.
we'll see what happens.
They finally got what she deserved. Good job.
All right. So now I will be
happened?
taking I will be taking Catbug to the next world. So you guys will be gathering up. You'll be discussing the events of what's been going on, talking about Miyu and saying what's
He's
been
coming out.
happening with it.
Call it intuition, but I knew you had some wolf to the Blessed One. Apologies, sir. No need.
So, I hear things have resolved themselves.
They have indeed.
I happen to miss the
Now
spectacle.
remember the people who helped make this happen fondly.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure they will. Is she dead?
Regardless, don't let that trife continue to plague your mind. She is elsewhere. You can only be so lucky that she is. Regardless, please continue to mingle. Continue to try to gain each other's favor. And toss aside all those other situations.
As you say. Back to it, I suppose.
A fitting yet anticlimactic end.
Have we continue back inside, sir?
Might as well.
What are your thoughts on this, William? Honest. You can be honest with me.
Stand the stench.
I mean, I think this is expected no less from that this would happen eventually. I saw
If he
some
throws a
potential
fit,
in her, I
subdue
guess,
him.
but I don't think much is lost, really.
Yes, I suppose. From what it sounded like, she
You're
might
the one that went out with her.
still be alive, which might be good, because Just
Can I join
something
off
about
of
it
your
piqued
Kyle?
my curiosity.
Excuse me, where's the one that went out with
We're
her?
going off Kyle.
The one that went out with her, the blue arm one.
Yes.
Let's go find him.
Blessed one.
Keep in mind, he is about the same level as the hounds, but he is not stronger than them, and he cannot overpower all of them.
Lucy, are you out here?
Unless he does some funky shit and he makes it look cool, then I'll allow it.
Now this is getting interesting. Let's see.
Asserting his dominance with the Heart of Darkness.
Oh, let's wait a moment. All right. Okay. Where'd he go? There we are. Now.
Where to?
Let's hunt ourselves a fish.
Let's try the lounge.
The lounge? All right. Which way is that? It's easy to get turned around here. Right in here. All right. Lucy.
Get this toaster.
Thank you, thank you. Have you seen Lucy? Blue one, fish, kind of fucked up.
In the lounge. If you're looking for the
Perfect,
lounge,
there you
just
go.
ahead.
Straight ahead.
You were the one that went out with her, right?
I was the one watching.
Were you the one
I
that
did
slept
not
with
know
her
what
arm?
happened until past the gate. Say again.
Her arm was severed. Who did it?
That I do not know.
Suppose what you intend to do about
When
it.
he was shoved out.
Oh,
You
well.
surely wish, you filthy beast!
Stay out of this, William.
Your traveling with your toothpicks.
It's gotten exciting. Careful, a drink.
Now this is proper use of our time.
Yes, just don't want anything bad to happen to you.
I will only draw my sword if your life is in danger, sir.
Of course, of course. Let's back up a little bit and go over.
yeah,
Let's
move
over
away.
here. Let's go to the piano.
Unless you want to make one request then. So I don't have to kill everyone in this room, because you know I can.
They keep
Maybe I
following
should
us.
draw my sword at the very least.
I kill one, the one that took her arm. I don't leave until they're dead.
I can but grant you, perhaps, one-on-one combat. I can't grant you his instantaneous death.
Deal.
But as the Heart of Darkness...
I'll take it.
All right.
Take him to the
I need
theater.
you to please go to the theater and not ruin my entertainment room. Thank you.
It's easy enough to do.
I think I'm actually a little.
Alright.
Where is everyone when you come in from the main entrance?
We're in the lounge.
Where's the theater?
Alright, we're right this way.
If you wait at the entrance, I can lead you to where we are.
Okie dokie, sorry about
No, you're good. That's what it.
Can't believe I never saw this place.
In the foyer, heading to the stairs.
I should put a reminder out that I have chosen not to use the heart.
Hey Kyle, we're gonna need some rolls, man. I think.
I assume
I
you
am
are
on.
thankful
I'm
for
on my
that,
way back.
blessed one.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said I have chosen not
Like
to
Heck
use the
says,
heart.
if he does something cool that manages to kill our hound friend here, let it happen.
You tell me to relax. I could have killed everyone in that room, including yourself. But you are the blessed one, and I would not.
And it is appreciably so, which is why I've granted you this bout. When you are both ready, you may commence.
Let's find ourselves a seat.
And keep the collateral damage to a minimum.
Oh, this is gonna be the spectacle.
Oh, I need to make this quick.
Comprehensive issue. Click on open. Got it. You need that.
We see you enjoy your time out. Bit of fresh air.
Hey man, I got a 3-year combat roll, and he has a nat 20.
Somebody's on a Scorpius. Well, I'm glad I sat on this side.
Tundra, if he gets one good hit on you, you won't survive it.
Oh, spray of blood. Oh.
Leo, the head lands before you.
What a waste.
Well. It's off in a rush.
What a show!
Hold
That
up.
was a fantastic display.
Well, tonight was a bit more exciting than I was expecting.
Yes, well, it's a shame.
Been satisfied.
I will.
Merely entertainment, everyone. Someone, guard, please remove the corpse from our stage.
Where did he go? moment, Mr. Asclepius. Asclepius. Oh, well. Chasing after him. If only I was a bit faster. That's the wrong door. That's the wrong door. Where did I go? Here we go. Well, seems I've missed him. That's a shame. Wanted to talk to him before he left, but out here in a quick. Maybe. You know. Let me check the library.
He is in here.
Asclepius? I just know he's craving knowledge on a certain subject. And while filled with passion and rage, it might not be. Well, that was a empty hope, I suppose. I may just have to.
Yo, letting you guys know that I have gone outside, picked up Miyu's unconscious body and her severed arm and left.
Shit. Okay.
I didn't want. She was gonna die if I didn't go get her.
Maybe
that means we're on beat. There is no beat anymore, guys. We don't know where we are.
Well,
sorry. I mean, I had no other choice.
No, I get it. You did what Zacharias would have done. I got you.
I got what I could out.
Killed a man. Good job.
Killed a man. I wanted to kill the other one.
The display.
You should kill one of the combatants. Candidates.
Ah, dude, I tried.
Yes.
My power cut out. I'm afraid we couldn't duel. I'm sad.
Duel? There's no duel. It's a headless man fighting Asclepius.
Did the Heart of Darkness happen to leave already?
What a fucked up day.
I believe he did.
I guess I'll leave you guys to your NPC RP.
Okay.
I mean, I could come back. I don't really know what happens. I just went outside and their arm was severed when I went outside. I tourniqueted it so they wouldn't bleed out. I went back inside to kill someone, and then I went back out, grabbed Miyu, and teleported away.
You could say you just took a breather, and then came back.
Yeah.
Well, where would I? The question is, where would I bring
Seems
Miyu?
a shame to make a
Perhaps to one of the
enemy
rooms.
of the Heart of Darkness.
One of the rooms or
but
one of the towers.
I know you have your reasons.
Away from people.
Your methods.
Yes, I doubt he's an enemy.
I don't think you would trust the lever here anymore.
I simply wanted to brief you of what you may have missed.
Well, you don't have to tell them you brought her in.
Well, he was
She needs
awfully
medical
fond
attention.
of
I'm not a
that
doctor.
one.
Get one of the guards.
They just chopped her arm off.
I was told you chopped her hand off. That is.
Let's check outside just in case.
I think.
A good
We
thing
just
I
wait for Drahexel now.
Yeah.
Yup, you should.
No, truly is gone. Quite a shame. Oh well. It is the way that things work. I'd rather hope to talk to him, but maybe I can find that research he was looking for.
When will the ceremony take place, anyways?
We are still waiting, it seems. There's a few more oats that need sown. Yes. Is everything all right?
No, everything's fine. Just here to observe and listen. It's a shame I didn't see you fight the Heart of Darkness, because you both got those two sword styles. I'm sure it would have been quite the matchup.
True. The Heart of Darkness is quite a respectable fighter, but I'm certain that I could take him, no doubt. That is why I am most likely to be Lunar's chosen, no doubt.
Love to see that battle. Shame. It seems he has departed.
It's a battle I would have enjoyed quite a lot.
Feel so.
I'm sure once you get a heart,
I have to leave 1 second. When I come back, I'll get you a drink.
Thank you, William. You read my mind.
Yes, it would.
Yes, of course.
Simply saving for a better time is how fate can be.
Yes. Hopefully another time.
Yes, I'm sure you'll put up a better fight than the one that we just saw.
Yes. However, Zacharias is no one to scoff at. His abilities are formidable.
Yes, I could tell so much as watching him.
That particular guardsman, it was very powerful, and to see Zacharias take him down.
Yes, he looked like a veteran warrior.
Unfortunate.
Well, I'm certain the guard gained Lunar's favor in the afterlife, no doubt.
Yes, I wouldn't.
Hey, sorry about
see
that.
why.
I was really busy with this one.
Yes,
Hi,
definitely
Draxel.
line of duty.
So,
Afterlife, that makes sense.
I went inside. I dueled the guard that chopped her arm off. Apparently,
Okay.
I killed him, chopped his head off, and then I went outside, grabbed Miu and her severed arm, and teleported away. It was the only logical move.
Okay. Well, during your
Because she needs medical
teleportation,
help.
there will be something that interferes, send you right back to it.
Right back here?
Yeah, right back to the entrance.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll go back to that then.
We're back on beats, guys.
Well, perhaps my second chance will come sooner
Alright,
than
I'll go back
expected.
in my PC.
Yes. I have the feeling that they'll be back.
That's good. I should grab what I was looking for. I will be right back. Don't stop the excitement without me.
Hey, I do want all of the candidates and guards to come into the foyer near the entrance, but not standing directly in front of it.
Hey,
We're moving on.
Kyle.
Yeah.
In the library, am I able to find any research that might relate to crystal monsters?
No.
Alright, that's a disappointment.
Look at Carrot, metagaming as an NPC.
It's in character, I swear.
Fucking cheat.
Every time, I guess I'm drawn to the food. Oh, well.
Many battles I've heard. Theo, we're just speaking of you. If you would like, you could tell the Blessed One of the accolades that you have received.
I think we have more pressing matters on hand, as much as I would love to talk about myself.
Perhaps.
One moment.
I'm holding Miu.
Oh.
Why can't I leave?
I told her to leave
Right,
the
where
very same thing you just
is
did.
Zacharias? So we can go
It
directly
won't
to
let
him.
me leave. Not the way
He's
I
in the
normally
foyer
do.
with
I feel
us?
Like if I walk, it won't help either.
Oh, the entrance?
Yes.
Seems rather critical condition.
Does indeed.
Yeah.
Can have them line up. Start.
He needs
going towards the
medical
door,
attention.
so
Who
you
can
hear your voice.
provide it?
I
Alright,
might
well,
be able
tell you
to
what,
assist
maybe-
with that, actually. If it's okay with everybody here, this is kind of where I
Wait, is he still in the
specialize.
entrance?
Actually, What I would like
They're
you to
closer to
do,
the door leading to the stairs. I'm getting them to move back now.
maybe it's well, he
We
does
need
that.
him directly in front of the entrance so that I can
I need to
come in as
say
me.
my final
I got you.
speech here, and then maybe then the barrier that keeps keeping you here will open up. Just give me a moment.
No doubt,
Until then,
Lunar wants to
everyone.
be here.
It's your drink, sir.
Oh, Nick, please hold on to that for a moment.
I said no doubt Lunar
Going to
wants
get
to
us
keep us all
somewhere.
here so that the true chosen can be acknowledged.
Just let me
in front
know
of
when
all
he's
the parties.
right in front of the door.
All right, should.
Card down.
At the moment, he's going towards the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
He's going in.
Outside or
I need to
inside?
be in the entrance.
Okay.
Inside.
Front, so that way I may address you before exit.
Very well.
And you may take that body and start heading towards the exit. I'll do what I need to do, and then I'll
Not just a
lift the
body.
barrier.
I'll see what I can do for you.
You guys don't see me. I'm in his arms, I think.
1, 2, 3.
All right. We'll see if this can do anything. I'm not sure on the extent of the damage, but I'm trying my best.
Do I see you looking different already?
Yes, you start to see the change at about this point.
All right, I'm doing some healing if I can.
Do not touch me.
Oh, well. Okay then.
You may release me, young man.
That's quite. All right, well.
It's a pleasure.
All right. Line up by the door, please.
Isara may need to get into Rosie.
Yes, by number, by the door.
What number are you, Theo?
That's a great question, and it's one I definitely know the answer to.
Why did everyone forget the numbers? I am number 3.
I was never assigned a number.
Dude, you're 4.
4, great.
4. Okay. You were 1, yes, right? 1.
I'll take that drink now.
Something strange seems to be going on.
You guys are literally backwards. What are you doing here?
Yeah, we are backwards.
Blessed has to be.
You come over
Blessed
this
in front
way.
of the door.
Blessed's in front of the door. We are told to line up in front of the door.
Yes, no.
Line up in front of him. He has to be in front of the door.
Well,
okay,
well,
over
well.
this way, and then
Okay,
Blessed
all right.
moves over in front of the door.
Okay, I don't. All right. Okay.
There we go.
There
Okay,
we go.
you're
Okay,
over
there we
here.
go,
No,
yes.
you're 1 from the right. Okay. So if you're 1 here, what number are you?
5,
Zaylee's here.
4, whatever one's after you.
You're 5. I'm 3.
Lucius,
I'm 4.
you're here?
Someone's in between me.
Lucius,
Okay, you're 4.
You think we
There
would
we
get
are.
this figured out?
you're 5. It's
I mean,
literally
I
by
kept
how-
track of my number.
Way too complicated than it needs to be.
As today, we gather together. All of you misguided sheep and lambs, all thinking that you serve some grand purpose to a god that hasn't spoken to you. You believe a man who has just given his ideals and twisted them, misguiding you. And for such a thing, I am saddened greatly. For you see, he is no longer the voice of Lunel. No, that has started to go long ago, as you began to disobey me blindly, trying to make it sound like you were doing the right thing for our people. But the thing is he has delayed my coming. Now I inhabit this body, the body of my true daughter, so that I may speak to you and reprimand you for your incredibly terrible decisions. Now, this may come to a shock to all of you, but this man was once a devout follower, and now look at him. Oh, look, as he quivers, as he begins to slip away, as if he is terrified of his own god. Don't worry. No words. No words. See, I've been thinking about this a lot, about what I would say, what I would do to such a follower as you. Now, I will give you the mercy you justly deserve.
Oh my. I'm just gonna step back a bit.
Let me tell you what happens after you die. You get judged by souls who know nothing of your suffering. And then you will be sent to where you justly deserve. Take this off. You don't need it anymore. My child, may you find comfort in somewhere besides the hell that I've been living through. Now, as much as I would like to sit and chit-chat about all of this that's been going on, I have more important matters to attend to. I will speak through another one of you again, but let it be known that disobeying the word of Lunara will only result in this. Young man, let us be off. Come now. I'm sure they were too paralyzed in fear to even think about daring without going against us or stopping us. He's probably still in shock. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well.
The fuck's your hole at? You know how long it took me to put that hole in that body?
That is quite the turn of events. No, nobody else. Nobody else. That was marvelous.
I would agree, sir.
That was drama. Now that. I knew there was something special about that girl. No other reason the Heart of Darkness would keep her around. It all makes perfect sense now.
You can switch to invisible avatar. And there he's gone.
One more word, and I'll slit your throat where you stand.
You heard her. You had betrayed us all.
So I was denied my glory because of this? Slices off head.
It seems so.
This is an outrage!
It's the one deserving of your anger.
Tile of the child of Lunar was supposed to be mine. I'd been working through it throughout my entire life. Only for it to be stolen by some runt. This is outrageous.
That was for your friend.
Well, quick to temper.
Card up? That guy's a prick.
Really? Really?
I really hope Zacharias would have killed him. So close. Until he crashed. We should have done it here. This would have been perfect. Saved by crash. I'm gonna go listen to them.
Well, can't say I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, you gotta respect game.
All right.
Although this does change everything.
So at this point, we've basically done what we needed to do. So yeah.
Why don't you get yourself a drink? I think you've earned it, William.
Mm-hmm.
Good work
Yes, thank
today,
you, sir.
as always.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Scared to fit you perfectly. Short. I will have to fix it up though. Looking at it, I see all the polygons that are messed up on it.
So
well, it only shows in the Stark world.
It shows in any Dark World for some odd reason. I don't know why.
What are your thoughts on these developments?
As I said before, you don't judge a book by its cover, and his pride would be his downfall.
Yes. I gotta say, I'm happy with my choices I've made tonight. I think they've put me in a rather good position going forward.
I'm
From
leaving.
What I've heard at the start, you were judging her from the very beginning.
Oh, well,
You
I
had no
switched that
confidence in her.
I switched that around rather quickly, though. I apologized. Of course, it was a flaw of mine to judge a book by its cover, but I came to realize something special about that one. If the Heart of Darkness himself values her, and
Okay, I gotta go do other stuff.
the creature formerly known as Brightness
See you
over
later.
there was afraid of her as such, it gave me hope.
As after she came to life with luminaire from her body.
All right. I think that is
He
all we
tried to kick
actually
her out
needed. So.
beforehand. He's not something to do to somebody that's.
So if you
less
need to
than
go,
nothing.
then feel
That's a
free
lot
to
of
do
effort
so.
to
If not,
dispose of somebody who's
the
worthless.
RP is basically over. So hang out, do
Mainly
whatever.
Because she's had the favor all along.
That's
Hope
what
you
would
enjoyed
seem
it,
like.
or at least the story beats that were a part of it.
If he had only played that a little smarter, he could have walked
So
away from
we will speak of the consequences for this later. But thank you so much for coming by.
If
I love
believe
you.
We go on our way. I'm not sure. I believe so.
Well, I suppose there's nothing else to do unless.
We don't have a direct order now. So.
Yeah, so I feel like I might try to get a little bit of information out of our library here, but it was truly a pleasure meeting you. And I look forward to working together in the future. Now I have to find some books. The power of knowledge! This is exciting. Now this